Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another week and another stream from Team Hala Justice. So today we'll be discussing some main menus, some things that we did last week's. So basically last week's update, and I'm gonna show you some of the work that how we worked through, and I'm going to implement a new power up today. It's like we'll get into that, and also I'm going to talk about the feedback that we got from last week's update. And then we'll move on to Fadi. He'll show you some level design, some new ideas that he came up with, some things that he did differently, and something that he's going to do in the future. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here, and I think you should be able to see my screen. So before we get started, I wanted to highlight something from. So I got this last week's update, and people have been really highlighting the part that Sheikha's hair is out, is pointing out. Like some of her hair strands is out of her scarf, and that's offensive to some people. But I just wanted to say that it's not possible for us to change the character design now because we're way deep into the game, like game design and structure. We have to maintain that like we have a structure and a foundation. So if we go back to something that we've already worked, so it's going to be difficult for us to keep going with this workflow, and who knows what kind of errors it's going to like we're going to face with that change. So basically, Apologies for the win. Yeah, thank you, Misbah, for the comments here. Love the new main menu. Yeah, I'm really excited to talk about it, Misbah. I'll show you what more it does, but first I just wanted to say that it's not possible for us to change the character design now. But because I also want to say that we have someone in charge who's in charge of authenticity and all that stuff. So she gave us a green light when we showed her the character design. So
Yeah.
we went back and forth quite a bit with the character design, but we finalized on this one with a few hair coming out because we wanted to give her that feminine look. So yeah, I'm really sorry that we're not going to change the character design. So moving on to the main menu, yes, we did have a total redesign of the main menu here. If you like from the previous update, we have added a new fire animation, a new particle effect, new wind effect, and new buttons that you can see here. So if I go ahead and play the game right now, you're going to see that the wind kind of like starts flowing from left to right. And then you'll see this new fire animation that here we did. There's also background music going on, but I'm sure you guys can't hear that, but you may have to play the game for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, the fire animation looks really sick. We wanted to have something catchy and yeah, I'm really happy with this design, and I've showed it to my teammates, and I've loved the feedback on this one, even the comment section. Thank you so much. Okay, so now moving on to we're going to add a new power up today. It's going to be a Karak Chai. So if you guys don't know what Karak is, I'm pretty sure you know, bro, the fire is. I know, right? The fire animation, it's what gives the main menu a different feel. And I also designed the fire animation to start a bit late, so it's kind of a surprise when you first start the game in the main menu. But thank you for the comments, Misbah. So so yeah, moving on to our new power up today, we're going to be working with Karakchai. It was actually a thank you, Layan. Thank you, Layan. It was actually a suggestion from one of you guys that we should have a new power up. It's a correct try. So on consuming, the player should get double the gold that he's currently getting. So first of all, I'm going to drag in my power here, my correct shy. So if you guys don't know what this like, Father, you want
What
to
is
tell
it?
them about correct chai?
It's like
It's tea.
type
It's
of
tea,
tea.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
type of tea.
which locals drink here and they love it, and
Yeah,
it's it's not.
it's very refreshing.
Yeah, it's very refreshing, but it's not a national drink. But I'm sure if they had an opportunity to make that a national drink, they would.
Yeah, it's used a lot here.
Yeah. So Let's just keep this simple for now and have this on the ground. So let's work on the script first, and then we'll move on to the designing part of the correct chai. So here in our game, how the way we deal with the gold system is that whenever an enemy dies, they give a random amount of gold to the player, and it's actually just random because I've created like an array. So if you see possible gold amounts here, I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see it. Possible gold amount, so it's only 10, 11, and 15, but we need to change that. We need to change that so that when you kill an animal, you get different kind of gold, like different amount of gold. When you kill a mini boss, you get a different amount of gold. So we're going to completely change how the gold system works in our game. So firstly, when we can have this, but firstly I'm going to completely get rid of the the possible gold amounts here. Instead, I'm going to, since our gold is will always be a whole number, so I'm going to be working with integers here. So I'm just going to say gold amount. So now this function, whenever this function is called, why is it random? This one has a question, why is it random? So I wanted to give it like a different kind of approach. I was taking a different approach, like rather than getting the same number and again, you might get a higher number. It's totally based on luck. Well, that's what we're going to change here. A system for the goal would be nice. Yes, that's what we're going to change here. So when you kill an animal, you get a small like amount of gold, and when you kill a mini boss or an enemy, you get more gold. So first thing, whenever this function gets called from another script, it's going to ask like a gold. So whenever I'm calling set gold, I need to give an amount of gold that I have to set. And here, instead of uh, setting it to instead of setting this to a random amount, I'm just going to say that gold amount is equals to, okay, we need to change this because it has, let's just keep it gold. Gold amount is equals to gold. Now, since we have a power up that doubles the gold, we need to multiply this with a gold multiplier, let's say. So I'm going to go ahead in the at the top here, and I'm going to declare a private, let's call it int, private int. This is going to be gold multiplier, basically. So each time this function is called, I'm going to set it to, oh, someone just did it. Okay. So each time this function is called, I'm going to set the gold amount to whatever the number was passed here, multiplied with the gold multiplier, basically. So initially, I'm just going to keep it 1. Like that's the default, because I don't want it to be multiplied by 2. But whenever this correct chai consumable or a power up is activated, I want that multiplier to change it to 2 for 10 seconds. So in that duration, whenever you kill someone, you're going to get the double of whatever the gold amount is. So I'm going to comment this out. And now simply, so whenever, if I go into my save the script here and go into my, so there's an error here because we no longer can call the set gold function directly like that. We need to give it something. We need to give it a gold amount. So I'm going to go on top and make a public integer, and let's call this gold amount. And the good thing about this is that I can change this value from like within the inspector, so I can set it to whatever I want. And if I go back here and call this function, I can just pass in the new parameters that I just created. So by default, if you kill a mini boss, since you won't be like we won't have that many mini bosses, so I'm going to keep the default value of gold amount to 30. We can actually do a random system within each classes. So whenever you kill an enemy, you will get a random amount of gold, but let's not do that now. Let's just keep it simple and let's see if this works. So that's the current gold amount. So whenever you kill an enemy, you're going to get 30 gold amount. And I'm going to save this and see if we have any error here. Okay, we have an error. Player attribute set gold. Enemy patrol script. I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay, we also need to define a gold amount for our animals because they're like giving an error here. Where are the animals? Okay, so each animal script here. hmm Again, I'm going to create a public integer value called gold amount. And when you kill an animal, you're gonna get let's make it 5 because like we have plenty of animals and you can basically spam them, like keep killing them. And here I'm just going to pass in the gold amount. So let's see if we get the 30 gold that we have coded here. So I have an enemy right here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill him and let's see how much gold we get. So you can see the amount of gold here at the bottom of my screen, like bottom right. It's not playing because there is an error. Compilers. The annoying part is that I have to go in and here there's an error. hmm Where is the error? Hmm, I'm going to remove this. That should fix this one. We have some more errors here. Wait, let me see. Okay, we don't have any more errors now. So let's play the game. Let's see if we get the 30 gold that we. Okay, I can move. I can't pick up the correct chai yet, but that's not the point. Also, you can visit our item shop now. We don't have. I didn't do a design or the UI here, but if you click on the date now, it says not enough gold because well, that makes sense because I don't have any gold. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this enemy and let's see how much. Right now he's a bit bugged. We'll fix that later. So you can see that I got 30 gold, and that's the point. Whenever I have the consumable activated, I want that 30 to be double. So let's go ahead and design the correct chai. Okay, the enemy is a bit uh, he has a bit of errors with this. If I fix this, mm, I think it should be working now. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our correct chai into something that the player can pick up. I'm going to go ahead and add a new tag here. Let's call it karak. Let's make it T. That way it's easier to keep track of all the items that we have. So our correct chai, I need a collider basically here so that the player can collide with it. This is not the final design. Trust me, guys. I'm just doing it so I can show it to you like without taking much time here. This also our consumables here. They had a pickup script. Okay. Correct chai. I'm going to add the. So I need a buttons that will be visible. That will be basically shown on my inventory. So going into prefab. Hmm. Hmm. Nope. Actually, wait, it's not supposed to be like this. So in my UI, I'm going to make a new button for our correct chai here. Image, and here I'll give in my okay, this makes sense. So I want this to fit the box of our inventory. So this is what it's going to look like when you pick up an item. And now I can just rename this correct icon and make a prefab of this basically here. In my prefabs items, I'll just drag here this one here. Oh, there's still something wrong. So let's see if this works, if picking up the item works. No, it's... And that's because I think in the... Where do we actually pick it? Those... Okay, let's work on the script for the... We'll deal with this later because there is something that's not showing up. In my UI, if I go into slot, so here I check what the player has picked up, and I can just make a new function here, a new if statement, and I can just see if the tag is T. So if what I picked up is T, I need to hmm, I need to make a function for this so that I'm going to call this consume T, and basically let's do a debug.log here. I'm going to access the player attribute. Was it player attribute? Where we set the gold multiplier. So I need this gold multiplier. Where is it? Where is it? This, it's private. Let's make that public so I can access it. And in the item slot, I need player attribute. Public. Instead of dragging, let's just not float. So all I have to do is in this function, when I consume the t, I just want the multiplier to be 2. So whenever the gold is set, the multiplier, it will be multiplied with 2. So that's how the double works. The double, the consuming the T works. And so I'll just player dot gold multiplier is equals to 2. Yes, and we also need we also need a function to revert it. So after revert gold multiplier, I need this function to be activated for 10 seconds, and then it goes back to 1. And here I'm just going to simply type in player.attribute.gold multiplier is equals to 1. Now the new in the this is a different kind of function here. It starts with IE numerator instead of private void or public void because it's a coroutine. Coroutine, they're basically like function, but the difference between a coroutine and a function is that I can use a delay here. So I can just do yield return new wait for seconds, and I want to wait for 10 seconds, and then let's revert the gold multiplier here. So what this does is whenever this function gets called, it's going to set the multiplier, the gold multiplier to 2, and it's going to wait for 10 seconds, and then it's going to call this function revert gold multiplier, which is going to set it back to 1. And I just need to call this function the coroutine when I consume the T. So instead of just typing out the name, there is a different way to call coroutine. We have to type start coroutine and the name of the coroutine here, which is consume T. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and test this out, basically. So instead of designing our own T, I'm just going to use the Lebanon up here that we have in the scene. There's a Lebanon up, and for the Lebanon up, I'm going to change the tag. No, that's not it. Where is this one? So I'm going to change this level up to T. It's not 11 up anymore, it's a T, but it's going to show as 11 up. So let's see if it works. And then I'm going to kill the enemy and see if we get 60 gold. Well, I'll work on this correct try later, and I'm going to disable this because it's taking up way too much time here. So I picked up the T basically, and I consumed it, and I'm going to kill him. Oh, it's still 30. There is something wrong. Okay, anyways, I'll fix that in the next update, probably. But it should be working. The code is there. One second, one second. What did I change? Let me just try one more time. Consumable, level up, it's a T. I think, wait. Prefabs, items. I think I need to change this to T, and let's see if this works. One more try, let's see. I consume it, go fight him. It's still 60. It's still 30. Yeah. I swear this should work though, but I don't know why. Okay, one more try. If it doesn't work, we'll switch over to Fadi because he's getting bored.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
I consume now. He's not even consuming. Oh, okay. I think he's consumed. Okay, come on, just die. It's still 30. 1 second, 1 second. Let's do destroy it. I should at least see this gold is double, but I'm not even seeing that. Let's try it one more time. Hmm. Yes, 60. Finally,
Nice.
finally, it's 60.
Yes.
It's 60. So it works. It works. I just have to design the icon for the correct chai, and then everything should work. Let me
Yeah.
just change this back to Lebanon before I mess up anything else. And this goes back to Lebanon. And here it should also go back to Lebanon. Yes, it works. And now the Lebanon should work. I just want to test it out that, okay, yeah, the Lebanon is working up. Wait a minute. Yeah, and the damage is double, everything is working. So yeah, that's how we designed a new power up for our game, Correct Chai. In the next week's update, it's probably going to have its own object and icon and all that stuff, glowing effect maybe. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching my stream. I'm going to switch over to Fadi. I'll just save this and push this update so Fadi can start working. And there we go. It's pushed, it's gone. Fadi should have the new.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, still importing.
Oh, Fadi, nice haircut.
Thank you. Yeah. Sorry guys for being late. Just slow down. 2 minutes, and it will be ready.
If you guys have any comments or something,
Yeah.
did you like the coding part? It was boring, but it worked in the end. So in the next week's update, you guys will see a fully working shop system. Actually, the shop system is completely ready, but I just have to place the UI and the shop design and all that. But everything is ready. You can basically purchase armors and any other consumables that you want for the game. Yeah, that and few other Fadi will work on some things that whatever Fadi is going to show you today, it's going to be available in the next week's update. So make sure to check that out too. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's okay. Okay, so you guys can see my screen.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So to start off with the level design, I added some more types of cactus, like those. There are four types. I mean five. No, so there are five types of cactus to help decorate the level. Uh, we talked about the artifacts. There are five now currently. There are moving platforms. Um, Also, for your guys, if sometimes the camera doesn't show what's under on the ground level, so if you want to take notice where if there is a ground under you where you can safely land, you can see those palm trees, uh, and it's safe for you to go down. Also, those are those monsters, little animals that will damage you if you come close to them. They probably will push you off of the platform, so be careful. The traps also does the same thing, but I think it does the same amount of damage, right?
The traps, yeah, they have different. I think the trap does 5 damage now. I reduced it.
Ah, okay. Because some people were also annoyed about the traps being.
Yeah, it does too much damage. It used to do like 10 damage, and now it's
Yeah.
this. We have a comment here. Does killing the animals spawn any rewards? So, like as of now,
Yeah.
no. But
Coins. It gives you coins,
yeah, it gives
right?
you gold. But killing the like mini bosses, they will give you some rewards, like items that you can consume.
Hmm. Um, so what else do we have? This is where the dungeon entrance comes up, uh, and also the scenery changes here. So what I want to do is to show you.
You can just drag the player.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So to not take any more time, we will just
Go to the player, select player character. Player character. No, no, below this,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Choose the transform. Yeah.
yeah. So let's just keep it here to show you the.
Yes, Miss Ba, it gives gold.
Yeah. So at that point, when you reach the dungeon, it transforms, or not transforms, it like it just the background
Transitions,
scene,
transition.
yeah, transitions, and also those light particles which adjusted is still amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is the falling rocks.
yeah.
Did you
So
put the
so
trigger here?
yeah, yeah, I did. Since here, I'll just show you guys. Since when entering in that part in in the dungeon, this is where the falling rocks will trigger. As you guys saw, the falling rocks from above, uh, from the above in the dungeon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it falls down and it damages the player. as you are in not a safe spot. But since at that point you guys go inside here, you will be more protected by
By the
the,
rocks,
the
by the
yeah
rocks.
by the above cliff. So here you will find I'll have to add here more traps and enemies to make it more harder and challenging for the player.
I think this is very small gap. Jumping will not be possible here, here because look how small this is, right?
Yeah,
You
I
can
tried.
you can
You
still
can.
jump, but I think you'll touch the roof, right? That's actually good because it limits the height that you can
Ye-
jump.
Yes, yes. Um, so yeah, after entering here, you will find enemies, more traps, and this is the part where the mini boss appears. You have to fight him, and after you finish with him, and there's also a reward, which is the artifact. Other than the reward that you will get defeating the mini boss, also here you will find the falling rock started to come down again since you do not have any protection above you. Uh, and after finishing from that part, the rocks will stop from that spot, and you will find the item shop here, which will
Yes,
Jazz will
you'll see it in the next week's update. I'll put the item shop there.
yeah. So here you will find many cool stuff in the shop that will help you in the night time. Which here now it's more glowy. Uh, yeah, I think I need to get the player here also.
To show them, yeah. I
Yeah.
think this will look really beautiful.
Hmm.
Um, the night vision design looks really good. Thank you, Basel. Yeah, it really does. Really, cheers to the guy who designed the. Cheers to Observe who did the background for us.
Yeah, absurd.
Yeah, Miss. Hell yeah, Smarty Pants made it work. Okay, thank you. We have a funny one in the comment section.
Yeah.
I love people who try to make jokes and even trolls. Even people who are.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe Misbah, you can participate in our game and send us some level designs. We'll make sure to add your name in the game.
So here, after you finish with the items that you need, this is of course the background scenery will change because you have a different one already ready.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's how the trees are glowing.
Yeah, yeah. Good job, Ajaz.
No, I mean you're the one who did the levels, the design.
Yeah, I made it so that
I
you
think here
can.
we have to change the intensity because the big tree, it doesn't the light doesn't
Hmm.
we can change that as
So here you can find even the assets that are in the daytime are there, the same as in the nighttime, but more glowy. So then it blends with the nighttime. Also, you'll find those little monsters again. So in the traps, it differs. I added some also the traps under the palm trees that I told you about.
yeah.
So be,
To
so be careful.
trick the players.
Yeah. Also, you need to get used to the dash, since some platforms or even ledges are far to reach.
Mhm.
Um, so I think the most important thing here is to explore more and have more like consumables ready when meeting the mini boss or the final boss. I reduced
Speed.
the speed of the platform, since I even tried when playing the game it is too fast. So I added that part.
Oh yeah,
Uh, So
How
if
they,
you guys, yeah,
you like you're telling them how to like avoid the traps. You're just jumping and dashing.
yeah, and just showing them, yeah, it works. Yeah. So if you guys have any suggestions what to add, also,
The
uh,
one
yeah,
the one thing I would say that is the gold. The amount of gold is not visible now because it's black and the background is black. So I have to change that to.
yeah,
You can show them how the animal pushes you when you.
yeah, yeah. If you approach, see, we have to kill him before you die. Um, See, also there are some platforms. If you went to the wrong way, it may the spikes may hurt you. And this is also one of the artifacts that you will find before reaching the final boss,
Mhm.
which will be here. And yeah, if you guys have any more suggestions or ideas we could implement, we would gladly apply.
Uh, Basel says that glowing really looks good. Thank you,
Yeah,
Basel.
thank you guys.
They act like torches. Exactly, that's the whole point why
Yeah,
Fadi did that. The level looks good so far. Isn't that hard or easy? Oh, that, bro, we actually took the player to different spots so that we can show you. It's actually very difficult to even get to
yeah.
this part. So,
You may think it's easy, but
yeah. I mean, we're done with the desert. We have like a desert, but we're not done with the dungeon or the night part because they will be a lot harder.
yeah,
Why didn't you send me link? Oh, it's I didn't know you were asking for the link for the game. I think I don't think this guy is one of the high school students. Don't bully. Okay, he's a busy man. Yeah, we all are busy. So guys, we're like running out of time here. If you guys have any suggestions or questions, glad to
yeah.
answer. Thank you so much for being interactive, having fun with us, having all the
Participate.
chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Having all the chats here.
Also, guys, we added crystals instead of the trees and cactus. Since you are going to dungeon, you're not gonna find those. I don't think so. Also, there are varieties of those crystals, blue, red. I don't think they will give you anything, but just how make the game looks.
It's
Yeah,
giving that visual effect.
yeah,
Thank you guys so much for coming to today's stream.
yeah.
Uh, thank you for teaching us such cool things too. Thank you. You're welcome, Misbah. Make sure to check our like we won't be streaming again this week. I mean, my team will be, but I personally will be streaming next week again. I think on Monday. So great progress so far. Thank you, Basel. We still haven't finished. We still haven't finished level 1. We're hoping to finish level 1 by the end of this month. So keep up with the updates. Thank you so much for joining in today. Really love
So,
the yeah.
yeah, who's after us again? Oh, okay. So, guys, if you want to stay tuned for the next streams with Al Ghurub and who was it again?
Good pan after that.
Kudban. Okay, yeah. And Kudban. Very interesting games from the teams, but not better than us. We will glad also for you guys to stay tuned for our other streams.
Yeah, like tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we have also Abs and Bassam, which
Yeah.
will give you guys more information about our designs, characters.
Make sure to watch them, guys. Don't forget, like Fadi forgot the Kutban name. Love you. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming in today. Today was a good, really fun stream, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Nice
See you
flex. Thank you. See you guys.